Hello, today I'm taking a look at a review platform which I think is called Spokk, S-P-O-K-K, Spokk. So I guess live long and may the fourth be with Nanu Nanu. 10 points for all the different references you can get there. And how this works is it collects feedback from users, but then it uses AI to help them write a really great testimonial, because a lot of people will only just put one or two lines. And so this is quite an interesting solution to get more in-depth reviews that people can submit. So I'll put an affiliate link down below so you can check out the full deal terms, but very reasonably priced. Plan 1, you can have up to 50 responses a month, which for some businesses will be more than enough. And it goes all the way up to plan 4, which is really designed for agencies. That's an agency account allowing you to create companies under your brand, and you can set the number of reviews they can get, which is really cool. And that goes up to 269. So even at that price, it's not a huge investment for what this platform offers. But let's hop over and give you a real life example. So to get started, you have to set up a company. This can all be changed later, but for now, I'm going to be using a restaurant that's in Manchester called Rudy's Pizza. It's very tasty, and we need to get the URL. So we're just going to put the business name here, Rudy's Pizza. How many customers? I have no idea. I'm going to assume they have. It's always busy when I go. And where are they? They're based in the UK. I don't know what their colour brand is, so we'll just leave that as it is. So as I say, depending on your plan, will depend how many of these companies you can create. So the next step is to set up the details of the business. So you add a logo, you can add some locations, and we can enter a short business description. And that's it. Once you've added these 3 bits of information, you can finish. Now, if you are not a local service business, you can still use this. You just will enter something like online as the location. The reason you enter locations is you can now generate forms for people to give feedback for each of the locations, which is super powerful if you are a local service business, as it means you could put up a QR code, get people to fill out that information, and then each particular location gets their own set of reviews rather than it being for all the company everywhere. And if one restaurant in this case is better than another, that will be teased out in these reviews. So at this point, you're almost ready, but you can see we don't actually have a way for people to provide feedback. We first have to set up a feedback form and a review link. So there's no feedback form file. Let's create a form. So we've got feedback. It's going to be in English. Form components. How's your experience? And in this case, you could offer 5% coupon for providing the review, which I think is a great option, but this is all editable. So you could remove that, you could make it 10%, you could make it buy one, get one free. Whatever offer you want to use to incentivize, you can do so. If we scroll down, we've got overall, and then if you want to, we can add how was. You can see how I've just edited that. If you take that off, it just says overall. Written feedback section, yes. And then it's how can we do better, is in that part, and then coupons. So I really like this idea of offering the discount, and that's all set up in the next section where you can see you can, what's the reason for asking for contact details is to send a coupon, which is recommended, but you may not want to offer a coupon. You may just want to collect the details to contact people who left a low ratings or other reason. And you want to send a coupon code, and you can send it automatically if you want, or send manually. And then you can just have a thank you page. Now, the other nice thing here is that's very simple, but what if you want to ask them specific things? Well, you can add custom questions. How was the speed of service? Did you like your meal? Whatever it is, you can add your own questions. Now, the next part that's required is a review link. So this is where to send people where the reviews are going. This link, and so we set the review link. It's not that one actually, is it? Where is it? It's Manchester. Review on Google. Okay, so because I'm using the Manchester one, You see all these say there's no form. Well, I've created the form, but I haven't set the form. So here we go on the feedback form. We have the link. And with those two in place, we now have a review link that we can copy and paste. You can see it's also generated a QR code as well. So it's generated a QR code and a link, both of which can now be used to collect reviews. So this is the review form that you would send customers to. I'd need to do some work. You see the logo, whatever images I've uploaded, obviously hasn't been pulled through properly. That's my problem. That's not the platform's problem. But we've got the title, how was your experience? Give feedback, get 5%. And you've got the star rating, and then how can we do better, optional, and then you can add your email. So here we have a classic example. This is a real review that someone left 19 hours ago. Great food, great staff. It's okay, but can we do better? Well, let's hit submit feedback. What it's now going to do is going to take that review and it's going to use AI to propose something new. So instead of great food, great staff, it's going to say, had an awesome time at Rudy's Pizza. Service was remarkably fast. Pizza, oh man, I truly loved every bite. And staff super friendly, overjoyed, blah, blah, blah. So there we go. We can now copy that review and click on the review button, and that would fire them over to the whatever page, in this case Google, but it could be Facebook, and they could paste that review in, and it's a little bit nicer than just having the great food, great staff. Now, if you remember, I did add some additional questions. So we've got generate a customer review, how's the speed of service? Let's put super fast, super tasty, just in the spirit that this person only likes using very short sentences. Now when we generate review, it's going to take into account all three elements, not only that first piece of information we gave it, but the two follow-up questions. It's now saying service was super fast and staff were fantastic. Definitely the pizza, so tasty, authentic. Fantastic review there. Again, copy it, press the button to go and leave it on Google. When a review has been submitted, you'll get an email notifying you, and you can come straight here to see it. So you can see great food, great staff, 5 stars. There's no email provided because I didn't submit an email during the process, so you can't reply to this, but at least you're notified about it. And if we click see all responses, you'll be taken to your main screen. It won't show anything to start with. You've got to select the location, which I actually think is really good. Well, I don't know if you've got multiple locations, you might want to see all. Don't know if that's possible, but there we go. Let's select the location. And now it shows there's one I tested that was awful. And so you can see 5, 5, and 1, and it's highlighting the awful one in red. So it stands out straight away. There's a bit of feedback I need to take a look at. And have we dealt with the customer? Yes, we have. We've sorted out the issue. Let's mark that as complete. We can mark that as complete. And then here we go. This one I did submit with an email, and we can write a reply and again mark complete. That might be here's your code, or thank you very much for your warm words. Whatever it is you want to do, you can send the reply and again hit mark complete. One thing to note, how you set up a company is quite important, and I've just spotted I've made a bit of an error with this one, and I think the agency element must have been added on after this was developed, as it's a little bit confusing. You can set up a company 2 ways. So you can see here it says upgrade. Now it shouldn't say that because I'm on an agency plan. But what's happened is I've created this as a separate company outside of my agency. What I should have done is selected my agency account first. And then up here, you can see add company. Now this goes then through exactly the same process I've shown you, but in the end, it ends up on your agency account, and you can now assign credits. So here we can assign, you get 2,000 a month. Here I might say, well, this is a large company, they pay me a lot of money for this. Let's give them 1,000 credits, okay? There we go. But you can buy more credits, and you can see they are a cost of, what's that, 10 for 40, and if we go buy 1,000 credits is $250. So as long as you factor that in correctly, you can resell that and it won't cost you any money. You might be able to make a little bit of cash on top. I'm finding this to be quite an interesting option for people, because you do get a lot of people leaving just 1 or 2 word reviews just because they're just typing something out quickly. Whereas if you offer them the help and they read it and go, oh yeah, that sounds really good, let's copy that and paste that in, you might get much better reviews on Google Maps, on your Facebook profile, and that can only help moving forwards. Now, if you want to see the full deal terms, I will put an affiliate link down below. Please use that. It helps support me and the channel.